Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BSV TV. I'm your host Satoshi, and on this show we'll be defending the one and only, truly genuine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto designed in his white paper as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the world. Let's get the disclaimers out of the way. So all the statements that you hear on this show are opinion and must only ever be taken as opinion. They are never to be taken as any form of advice, family, financial, sexual or otherwise. And on that note, let's sit back, relax, have some fun and enjoy the show. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and set your own fee on Streamanity.
Yeah, I'm not surprised I wasn't asked why I'm convinced Craig is Satoshi. I posted on Reddit. He signed in my presence using the private key from block number one, the very first mined Bitcoin block. On a computer that I'm convinced had not been tampered with, on software I'm convinced that had not been tampered with, a message of my choosing.
At Enchain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts. Basically ones that can run operating systems. That's all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
Is the market that effectively BSV is going for, is that global e-commerce, which is currently valued at $29 trillion?
No, that's too small.
Buy and sell Bitcoin instantly at bsvgravity.com. And you can now book and pay for your winter holiday at skibsv.com. Alright everybody, it looks like we are live just after 5. The time is 5:35 on Friday, the 25th of June, 2021. Welcome to Satoshi TV, aka Bitcoin SV TV, but it's really just Bitcoin TV. Shout out to Diddy in the chat box. Thank you for joining me. Right, a few articles I want to get on with today. Let's crack on with it. Check it out. So, business before pleasure, obviously. I saw a few things that I was looking at just a moment ago. This is checking out. Caught my eye. Whoa. Bybit Derivatives Exchange hit with securities violations in Canada. You know, where there's one, there'll be another. There will be more to come. Let's see what Steve Carew says about this. A Canadian securities regulator is targeting one of the largest digital cryptocurrency derivatives platforms over its alleged non-compliance. The Ontario Securities Commission has issued a statement of allegations against Bybit, accusing the company of operating in its jurisdiction without obtaining the required licenses. Bybit becomes the largest platform targeted by the regulator, with Poloniex and KuCoin also being accused of similar violations. In its statement, the OSC claimed that the digital asset products offered on the Bybit platform are securities and derivatives. Bybit has nonetheless failed to comply with the regulation and prospectus requirements under Ontario securities law, the regulator stated. Bybit has shot up the ranks to become one of the biggest players in the digital currency derivative sector. It currently ranks as the second largest futures trading platform by open interest. Nonetheless, the Canadian watchdog believes it has been operating illegally in Ontario. The OSC issued a notice on March 29th notifying all digital asset derivatives platforms to register their operations as security platforms or face regulatory action. It gave the firms a deadline of April 19th. Well, that's gone by already. However, it has revealed Bybit, along with others such as KuCoin and Poloniex, failed to heed the call. Ooh, dear oh dear. Testing the regulators there. You know, is their bark, more vicious than their bite? Well, we shall find out. Wow. Just being blatantly ignored. My goodness me. The OSC noted on its statement of allegations that Bybit is a custodial digital asset platform. This implies that it holds all the client's digital assets, providing them with the instruments or contracts to trade them. These instruments or contracts constitute securities and derivatives, it claimed. It further alleged Bybit has engaged in or held itself out as engaging in the business of trading in securities without the necessary regulation or an applicable exemption for the regulation requirement, contrary to the Ontario Securities Act. The OSC is seeking to have Bybit cease trading in securities and derivatives permanently or for such a period as it will specify. It also wants Bybit to be reprimanded and that it pay an administrative penalty not exceeding CAD $1 million, in Canadian dollars, for each failure to comply with the securities law. It also wants Bybit to disgorge any amounts obtained as a result of non-compliance and pay the cost of the Commission's investigations. Bybit isn't the first digital currency platform the regulator has gone after. As CoinGeek reports, in May, the OSC published a statement of allegations against Poloniex. Dear oh dear, this is heating up. It really is heating up. My goodness. Can you be just completely blatantly ignoring the regulator? If that isn't like waving a red flag at a bull, like honestly, I don't know what is. There's something else I saw on CoinGeek that also took my fancy. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here's a closer look at El Salvador's BTC decision. One of my check this out. Oh dear. So this is Peter McCormack's tweet. Look at this. So he said here, El Salvador is airdropping $30 of Coolcoin to every adult in the country. Like, if this isn't going to be a demonstration of just how crap Coolcoin is, they're just like, how long do you honestly think $30 is going to last for when their median transaction fee is like what, like $2? You know, like they can't even spend it. Like they're gonna realise. Well, who knows? I mean, like I'd be surprised, but I mean, I've been shocked at how stupid people are, really. But you know, in this Bitcoin venture. But I mean, this is just absolutely hilarious. You know, how long is $30 gonna last? You know, when you're paying like $3 transaction fees. You know, it's insane. In fact, while we're here, let's just have a quick look at the median transaction fee right now while we're at it. Here we go. Loving TX Street for their statistics here. Right, let's see this. Median fee $2.72. Oh my god. What is the point? Good grief. I mean, like, I just... yeah. So, here's a close look at El Salvador's BTC decision. There are obstacles ahead for El Salvador, the very first country to accept BTC as legal tender for goods and services. What looks like a progressive, innovative move at first glance is actually riddled with drawbacks that will most likely prevent BTC from being used as intended by El Salvador President Nayib Bukele. Good grief. So, yeah, it's been approved by the supermajority in El Salvador's Congress. Yeah, I'm sure he had no influence in that. On June 9th, El Salvador lawmakers passed a law that recognised BTC as legal tender in the country. It should never be recognised as legal tender because it's a security and has been a security ever since the 24th of August 2017 when a group of developers called Blockstream implemented SegWit, segregating the network under their control and crashing its fundamental value to absolute zero. And we'll just ask Samson Mao to see if he can confirm that. So, Samson Mao, what's your opinion on Blockstream and BTC?
Yeah,
Blockstream controls it.
I thought so. Yeah, there we go. What you got to say about that, Max?
All right.
Nice. So El Salvador must accept BTC as payment for goods and services alongside the US dollar, the official currency for the country. This new law will become effective on September the 7th. Oh, okay, not long. 2021, 90 days after the law passed, and El Salvador is scrambling to get the necessary infrastructure in place to accept BTC. And this is where the trouble begins. The World Bank, Environment, Transparency and Transaction Fees. El Salvador approached the World Bank asking for technical assistance when it came to implementing BTC as a payment method across the country. However, the World Bank told El Salvador that they could not help them with their issue. That's because the whole point of the World Bank is to ensure that the world's reserve currency remains the US dollar. Like, as if they're going to help them with that. Dear oh dear. While the government did approach us for assistance on BTC, this is not something the World Bank can support, given the environmental and transparency shortcomings, said World Bank spokesperson. Yeah, whatever. Excuse. The amount of energy that BTC mining consumes has been a hot button issue lately. Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla, even took to Twitter to make a statement about BTC's energy consumption, saying that Tesla will no longer accept BTC as payment for its cars until there's confirmation of reasonable 50% clean energy usage by BTC miners with positive future trends. So this is a post here from Cointelegraph saying Elon Musk is catching flack again, but what's it for this time? Signia CEO Magda Warinska lambasted him, saying, "What we have seen with Bitcoin is price manipulation in one very powerful and influential individual." Blah blah blah. Yeah. When it comes to transparency, it's well known that BTC network suffers from market manipulation and a lack of transparency. This is why the SEC has denied the several proposals from the for the BTC ETF that have come across its desk over the years. Beyond energy consumption and transparency, others have expressed concerns over BTC's transaction fees, and scalability, And a recent Tech Monitor article explored El Salvador's BTC adoption by picking the brains of several digital currency experts and enthusiasts, including Peter McCormack. Honestly, that guy is literally like as thick as two short planks, like honestly. And they call him a digital currency expert. Gavin Brown, as Associate Professor of FinTech at the University of Liverpool, told Tech Monitor that he was concerned about BTC's fitness for payments. It's not a payments network. In fact, while we're on the case, let's have a listen to Blockstream's CEO, Adam Back, and his opinion on BTC as a payment network.
So, fee estimation in some cases is quite bad. If you're paying a friend, you can probably afford to wait 4 hours and not pay a priority fee.
Oh, shut up, you muppet. Gavin Brown, Associate Professor of FinTech at the University of Liverpool, told Tech Monitor he was concerned about BTC's fitness for payments, citing the BTC's network low throughput of only 4.6 transactions per second versus Visa, who processes 1,700 transactions per second on average. Dr. Jack Rogers, a senior lecturer in the economics at the University of Exeter, added to that by questioning why a country would use such an inefficient payment system. Yeah, exactly. Rogers went on to discuss the transaction fees associated with sending BTC and even went on to mention BSV. Oh, wow, excellent. Genuine Bitcoin. Saying that BSV enterprise blockchain accomplishes what El Salvador is really looking to do, since it has negligible transaction fees and the number of transactions per block is effectively unlimited in the long term. Rogers also said that BSV was a greener alternative. Absolutely. But will it pick up traction? Only time will tell if El Salvador's decision to accept BTC as legal tender is a move that its residents embrace. Oftentimes, even when a merchant accepts digital currency for payment, individuals are reluctant to spend their digital assets because nobody wants to be the next Bitcoin pizza guy. El Salvador has a little less than 90 days to implement a system across the country that gives all businesses the ability to accept BTC as payment. It was so ridiculous. I mean, unless they're using like Lightning Network, but a Lightning Network has got no fundamental value in it because it's literally like sending an email to somebody saying, here's like $10. There's no value in that data whatsoever. It can just simply be lost. If the country can successfully put a digital asset with a public ledger into play and have it circulating in its economy, it could serve as a case study for countries around the globe that are looking to do the same. That being said, El Salvador must overcome a few hurdles before they receive the organisational support they're looking for on this initiative. I mean, just wait till the the inhabitants of the country actually try to spend it. It's absolutely hilarious. I mean, what a joke. I mean, really, you don't have to be all that intelligent to figure out that it just simply doesn't work as a cash system. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Let's have a look at this one. Zumo. Here we go. Zumo introduces a genuine Bitcoin to its crypto wallet and launches £10,000 worth of giveaway. Users of Edinburgh-based wallet and payment platform can now store and receive Bitcoin SV, its third cryptocurrency. June 24, 2021, Edinburgh Zumo, the digital wallet and payments platform, has announced that its wallet can now be used to store and receive the cryptocurrency Bitcoin SV. That's just Bitcoin. Bitcoin Satoshi Vision emerged from a hard fork. No, not really. Didn't emerge from a hard. Well, I suppose the ticker symbol did. It just follows the original protocol. It just had to change its name. It is an extension of the same original blockchain with some amendments that have targeted the dual benefit of cheaper transaction fees and increased transaction capacity. The name comes from its support, blah blah. Yeah. £10,000 worth of Bitcoin giveaways to celebrate the arrival of BSV to Zumo Wallet and help to welcome new people to the crypto economy. Zumo is launching a £10,000 worth of Bitcoin SV giveaway. Any UK resident who opens a wallet with Zumo, passes ID verification and makes a £1 deposit between the 25th of June, that's today, and the 26th of July, so that's in a month, will be eligible to win the prize of £10,000 in Bitcoin. Oh, that is huge. Paul Roach, Zumo Chief Product Officer, said, "We're excited about offering BSV to our users. Zumo is committed to introducing crypto to new investors and welcoming people from around the world into an emerging global economy that's both inclusive and borderless. We're hoping to introduce British crypto investors to BSV, as well as attracting new users who've never engaged with the smart money before. To anyone who's considering getting involved in the crypto, I'd say we're here to help." About Zumo. Available for download on both iOS and Android app stores, Zumo is a super secure and easy way to use a cryptocurrency wallet that allows anyone to buy, sell, store, send and spend Bitcoin. Ether and traditional British pounds. Zumo can also store or receive BSV. Founded in Edinburgh in 2018 by entrepreneurs Nick Jones and Paul Roach, Zumo is a purpose-driven fintech business with transparency, accessibility, and financial inclusion at its core. With 1.7 billion adults around the world unbanked and without access to modern financial services, Zumo brings the benefit of cryptocurrencies and blockchain to people everywhere. Zumo supports Waste Aid as a member of Crypto UK and is a signatory of the Crypto Climate Accord and the UN Global Compact. Zumo is a purpose-driven fintech business with transparency, accessibility, and financial inclusion at its core. It is inclusive, transparent, committed, and adventurous. You can read more about the 4 values Zumo lives by on its purpose page. Oh, very good. Might have to deposit £1 in there just to see if I can win 10,000. Amazing, loving that. So where are we now? Is that editorials? Okay. Is it press release? There we go. So Bitcoin SV FinTech SEMBI selected for a central bank regulatory sandbox. This is the other one I want to have a look at. Merkle Science. What's all this? Here we go. So Merkle Science introduces genuine Bitcoin support to predictive transaction monitoring and intelligence platform. Oh, all right then. Singapore, June 17th, 2021. Merkle Science, a predictive blockchain monitoring and investigative platform, has today announced that it has introduced support for genuine Bitcoin to its transaction monitoring coverage. From today, Merkle Science customers will be able to use the platform's blockchain monitor tool, a behavior-based transaction monitoring and risk reporting solution, which allows users to easily identify and respond immediately to suspicious transactions without relying on backwards facing blacklists. The tool is highly customizable and easy to use, enabling users to not only easily fulfill their compliance requirements with regulators, but turn that compliance into a competitive advantage by managing and reducing risk of fines and sanctions, as well as driving growth and expansion across multiple geographies and business lines. Oh, very good. Founded in 2018, Merkle Science is an established and trusted component of the digital asset ecosystem. Digital asset business, financial institution, and government entities rely on Merkle Science to detect, investigate, and prevent illegal activity. Speaking on today's announcement, Merkle Science co-founder and CEO, Murugantka Patnaik said, "We see a role in the ecosystem as building the infrastructure needed to ensure that anyone can transact with crypto safely. And so that the innovators, the builders, and disruptors in the ecosystem can focus on what they do best, scaling and growing their businesses. By adding BSV to the Merkle Science coin coverage, we are ensuring the safety of those transacting and building on Bitcoin SV and supporting the healthy and sustainable growth of the protocol." Good stuff. Also speaking, Bitcoin Association founding President Jimmy Nugent commented, "In the BSV ecosystem, we place significant emphasis on security and regulatory compliance, as they are key elements of the mainstream growth for digital assets. Services like Merkle Science play a crucial role in providing the tools and infrastructure necessary to ensure that digital asset users remain honest, instilling confidence in businesses, end users, and regulators alike. We are pleased that Merkle Science has added BSV support and will be another compliance tool available for business users of BSV network." Awesome. Awesome. Loving the sound of that. Loving the sound of that. That's a really great idea. A really great idea. Yeah. Fantastic. That's 21 minutes gone. All right, let's just move on to a few other funny articles that I found. Check this out. Plan B. So this is the guy that does this stock to flow model. He said here, feeling uneasy as 41% of his followers tip 100k BTC won't happen this year. Look how they've got him with his hand on his head. It's make or break time for a stock to flow as BTC is teeter on the bounds of the famous model. Plan B, the brainchild behind the Bitcoin stock to flow model, which is an absolute load of crap, has revealed he is feeling uneasy about his renowned price predictions due to the recent downtrends in the market. The stock to flow model, which has predicted core coin prices with some degree of accuracy over the past 2 years, has been called into question by some Plan B's followers in a recent Twitter poll. The anonymous analyst surveyed his followers on Monday, asking them what price they thought BTC would reach by the end of the year. He used the results to compare them to a similar survey in March, when market sentiment was overwhelmingly bullish. Of the 124,595 respondents to the latest poll, 41% thought the BTC prices would remain below $100,000 by the end of the year, which would invalidate the stock to flow model. That's 2.5 times the 16% in the previous poll who thought the laser-eyed crowd would be disappointed this year. Oh dear. I mean, look, it's just such a load of crap. Honestly, it's just all to do with utility, and the stock to flow model doesn't do jack shit. It's just hilarious. Just shit coiners, shit for brains. That's what we say. Let's see what else there was. So Elon Musk agrees to speak with Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey at a Bitcoin event. All right, let's see what they're predicting for that then, shall we? Here we go. Dorsey offered to let Musk share all his curiosities about crypto and otherwise at the July 21st event. Oh, okay. Tesla CEO and Dogecoin enthusiast Elon Musk may be speaking at an event aimed at educating institutional investors on Bitcoin. What a joke that is. In a Twitter discussion with Jack Dorsey overnight, Musk agreed to speak at the B Word, a July 21st virtual event hosted by Crypto Council for Innovation, another bullshit organisation, and featuring major players in the crypto space. As more companies and institutions get into the mix, it's just Tether. We all want to help protect and spread what makes Corecoin open development so perfect, said Dorsey. Oh my god. This day is focused on education and actions that do just that. Really? How about educating everybody on SegWit? Have you noticed that Blockstream haven't made an appearance recently at all? They're just like slinking back into the shadows. Musk responded to Dorsey with a sexual innuendo. He has seemingly never been shy about sharing such material before agreeing to virtually sit down with him and discuss Bitcoin at the event. For the bit curious, well, laugh my effing ass off. So Jack said, let's you and I have a conversation at the event. You can share all your curiosities. Oh yeah, by curious, funny. Speakers at the event include Dorsey, Wood, Blockstream founder Adam Back. Dear oh dear. Let's have a listen to that one more time, can't Adam? Let's tell us how good you are.
So, fee estimation in some cases is quite bad. If you're paying a friend, you can probably afford to wait 4 hours and not pay a priority fee.
Michael Morrell, former acting and deputy director of United States Central Intelligence Agency, and John Newbery, director of Brink, a non-profit focused on supporting coolcoin development. The organisers have said the event is intended to destigmatise mainstream narratives around coolcoin. Oh dear. In March, Musk made waves in the crypto space and may have largely contributed to the BTC price surge when he announced Tesla had added $1.5 billion worth of coolcoin to its balance sheet. Oh dear, I can't be asked reading the rest of that. I mean, what an absolute joke that is. Absolute joke shop. Oh my goodness. I think that was it on Cointelegraph. SEC inquiry regarding Robinhood's crypto business reportedly delays IPO. Again, they're going to be doing probably like another exit scam, like Coinbase did. Dear oh dear. Coindesk, I saw this. Opera browser adds first stablecoin to native wallet. Oh, what a joke that is. There wasn't really too much on here. Yeah, Dorsey Musk, Bitcoin debate. Yeah. Japan's financial services regulator issues Binance warning. Oh dear. Here we go. Financial Services Agency said Binance isn't registered to do business in its country. Another one shying away from them. Japan's financial regulator has warned that cryptocurrency exchange Binance is operating in the country without permission. The Financial Services Agency issued a warning Friday that Binance is not registered to do business in Japan. Binance was warned by the FSA in March 2018 for the same reason. CEO Changpeng CZ Zhao spoke out against reports at the time that Binance was subject to criminal charges by the FSA, claiming that the exchange was in constructive dialogues with the regulator over the matter. Last month, the FSA issued a similar warning concerning Bybit about offering crypto services in the country despite not being registered to do so. More shenanigans like this on the way. They honestly think they can just duck the regulators. Literally just get your popcorn ready, folks, basically is all I can say to that one. Good grief. And what's this? Athena to install 1,500 ATMs in El Salvador following Bitcoin law. Are you kidding me? I can't be asked reading that, but the headline says it all. What an absolute joke. It really doesn't take much to figure it out. Honestly, it really doesn't. So this is top stories. Binance financial regulator warns Binance is operating without registration. We knew that already. London Met Police sees $158 million in massive crypto raid. What Dogecoin teaches us about the future of finance. Let's have a look at this. So London's police force has seized $158 million worth of crypto after investigating a string of money laundering offences. Wow. In brief, London's police force has seized over $150 million in laundered crypto funds. The seizure comes amid growing concern about the role of crypto in crime. London's Met Police has seized $158 million worth of cryptocurrencies after investigating multiple money laundering offences, per an announcement made yesterday. The seizure was carried out by the Met Economics Crime Command. The proceeds of crime are almost always laundered to hide the origin, but by disrupting the flow of funds before they are reinvested, we can make London an incredibly difficult place for criminals to operate, said Met Detective Constable Joe Ryan. In the last financial year, the Met seized over $65 million from criminals, a sum which officials remind can never be reinvested in crime, nor can it be used to entice and exploit young and vulnerable people into criminality, said Deputy Assistant Commissioner Graham McNulty. The new money laundering front. The Met Police accomplished this statement by re-emphasising that cash remains king when it comes to financial crime, although there is a move to the digital space as technology develops and falls into the hands of criminals. We have highly trained officers and specialist units working day and night to remain one step ahead, McNulty added. This view is in line with findings from the UK's National Crime Agency, which recently published an annual report on serious and organised crime. In that report, the NCA said that the wider adoption of call coin could make life easier for criminals. As part of a wider pivot to new money laundering methods, the London Met previously told Decrypt it was very much aware of the financial crimes risk associated with non-fungible tokens, particularly how blockchain technology allows users and ultimate beneficial owners to conceal their identity. Interesting. Well, I mean, they're seizing. I mean, that's a lot of money, $158 million. Bloody hell. Crypto Potato. What do they say here about Robin Hood? Yeah, delaying their plans. Yeah. I think we've seen most of that. Anything on CoinGate was the same. And Bcrash News. Andreessen Horowitz says crypto is the future of finance, launches $2.2 billion crypto venture fund. Oh dear. So Andreessen Horowitz, the Silicon Valley venture capital firm founded by Mark Andreessen and Ben Horowitz, has announced the launch of a $2.2 billion crypto fund. The firm is radically optimistic about crypto's potential to restore trust and enable new kinds of governance. Andreessen Horowitz Andreessen Horowitz announced the launch of the $2.2 billion crypto venture fund Thursday. The Silicon Valley venture capital firm, also known as A16Z, was founded by Mark Andreessen and Ben Horowitz in 2009. Chris Dixon, Katie Horn, and Ali Yahya, partners on the crypto team at Andreessen Horowitz, explained the new fund in a blog post titled Crypto Fund 3. They wrote, "The size of this fund speaks to the size of the opportunity before us. Crypto is not only the future of finance, but as with the internet in the early days, it's positioned to transform all aspects of our lives. Little do they know, it's only the genuine Bitcoin that is likely to do that, because all the others are literally fundamentally worthless." Good grief. I don't want to read the rest of that because I can feel my voice is going. 33 minutes, that'll do. Been a good show today. Shout out to people in the chat box: Diddy Weldon, Sav Toshi, Keith Fellows, J Paps, and Arcade Rob. Nice one. Get your handles and paymails in the chat box. Let's do this. Rock and roll. Here we go. Sending Diddy, not Duddy. There we go. Excellent. Swiping to send. Duro's on the way. Got it. There we go. Suave Toshi. Here we go. Got it. Swiping to send on the way to you. And Keith Fellows. Here we go. Mr. B.I.G. There we go. Got it. Swiping to send on the way. Orange kicks in there as well. Thank you very much. And J Paps got it. Swiping to send on the way. Arcade Rob. That is Pikes. Nice one. Here we go. Pikes. Got it. Swiping to send. Need a profile picture in there, Arcade Rob. There we go. And Orange Kicks. There we go. ORA, orange kit, got it. Swiping to send on the way. Excellent, there we go, guys. Wicked, right, hope you enjoyed the show. Just going to rest my voice now for the rest of the evening. Stay tuned, never a dull moment in crypto. Again, you know, go to watch my my chart show, and yeah, if you do see any funny tweets and shenanigans and what, just DM them over to me on Twitter or Twitch. That'd be great, and catch you guys later. See you soon. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch, forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Support independent content creators on micropayment platforms such as Streamanity, Twitch and Relica. We should profit from our data, not the large corporations who track, monitor and sell it. If you enjoy the Bitcoin content that I produce, please support me by heading over to www.satoshi.tv, where you can keep up to date with all the latest news, gossip and content as it's created. Thanks very much. To get started in Bitcoin, go to freebsv.com, where you can claim your free Bitcoin. Then head over to Twitter and follow @IamSatoshi, where you can take part in his very generous and world famous free giveaways. The future of advertising meets the power of Bitcoin at Tonic Pow. Get paid for posting advertising campaigns to your social media profiles. Go to www.tonicpowads.com.